Hello, grade 7. Tonight I will be discuss a little bit about your worksheets. Okay, so let's go to your worksheet number 1. This one is done. All right, so here. Okay, so evaluating expository essay problem solution. So what do you mean by the expository essay? Ano bang ibig sabihin niyan? Right. So when you say expository essay, it is a type of writing that explains or describes or inform about a topic using facts, examples, and logical reasoning. All right. So again, it does not include, it does not include personal opinions or emotions. So the goal of the expository essay is to educate the reader about subject clearly and objectively. All right, so let's go to our instruction. It says here, look for a partner to work on the given text. Read the text and fill in the Q&A table. So, yun ang gagawin ninyo. So, all you have to do is to read the given text. Ito. So, it says here, look for a partner since you're working alone. Of course, do it by yourself. You don't have to look for a partner. Okay, let me start with this question. Have you ever seen a forest? Of course. What do you think happens if all the trees in the forest are cut down? Do you believe that trees are important for clean air, water, and homes of animals? Of course, yes, right? So we have here the title of the text of our text, The Philippines Battle Against Deforestation, Progress and Challenges. So, the Philippines battle against deforestation. What do you mean by the word deforestation? When you cut down one tree and then you planted another one as a replacement, anong tawag mo doon? Deforestation ba yon? Of course not. Okay? Is that a problem? Of course not, kasi pinalitan mo rin yung pinutol mong punong kahoy. Now, what do we call? Cutting a lot of trees. That is deforestation. So deforestation means cutting down too many trees and not replacing them. So you cut down many trees and you did not replace them. So it causes a lot of what? Problems like what? Flooding, loss of animal homes, and dirty air, and many more. Name it. Okay? Marami siyang magiging problema. So in here, please just read this one. Read. Okay, progress made by the Philippines. Ano yung progress na ginawa ng Philippines? Challenges faced by the Philippines. Ano yung mga problema na kinakaharap ng Pilipinas? And what more needs to be done? The way forward. Okay, so after reading that, please try to answer the Q&A table. Okay, so number 1, what is presented in the text? What problem is presented in the text? So, ano yung problema na present sa text? Right? Number 2, what are the pieces of information factual? Are the pieces of information factual? Antok na ako. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why or why not? So, are the pieces of information factual? This is answerable by yes or no. So, ano sagot nyo? Yes ba or no? And then, follow up with why or why not? If yes, if your answer is yes, bakit yes? If your answer is no, bakit no? Please write your answers here. Do you have question with this? I guess you will have question with the word factual. So, pag sinabi natin factual, what do you mean by that? So, when you say factual, it means it is based on facts. Okay, things that are true, real, and can be proven or verified. So, dapat, okay, pag sinabi mong factual, that is the fact, dapat yun ay totoo. Dapat may um, evidence ka. It can be um, proved, right? Or verified. Hindi lang siya opinion. So, are the pieces of information factual? So, yung mga nabasa nyo dito, yung mga information na nabasa nyo, factual ba siya? Why or why not? Number three, are the pieces of information arranged in logical order? What do you mean by logical order? Okay? So, are the pieces of information arranged in logical order? So, pag sinabi nating logical, paano ba na-present ang information dito? Nagsisimula ba siya sa problem? Started in the problem, and tapos solution? Sunod-sunod ba? Organized ba yung ideas? Okay, so arranged in logical order. So this one again is answerable by yes or no. So what's your answer? Is it a yes or a no? So if your answer is yes, support your answer. If your answer is no, support your answer. Why no? Why yes? Okay, write your answer here. Number four, is the text presented objectively or subjectively? Why do you say so? Okay, so what is your choice? Ito bang ang nabasa ninyo? Ano ba ang klaseng pagpe-present dyan ng text na yan? Objectively ba or subjectively? When you say objectively, what does it mean? Okay, when you say objectively, this means something is based on facts and not personal feelings or opinions. It's based on facts pag sinabi mo objectively. And of course, pag sinabi mong objectively is based on facts, subjectively is the opposite of objectively, which is subjectively is not based on facts. This means something is based on personal opinions, feelings, or beliefs. So rather than facts. Okay, let me give you one example. Like for example, if I say chocolate is the best ice cream flavor. Ano siya, objectively or subjectively? Okay. Chocolate is the best ice cream flavor. Sabi niya, the best daw ang chocolate flavor na ice cream. So that is subjectively. Opinion niya lang yon, right? So opinion niya lang, kaya subjective. Hindi siya based on fact. Okay, subjective yun. Kasi para sa kanya, maybe para sa akin, or sa'yo, chocolate flavor ice cream is the best. But for others, they don't like chocolate ice cream. They love strawberry, ano pa. So, other flavors. But if I say chocolate ice cream contains cocoa, okay. Pag sinabi kong chocolate ice cream contains cocoa, so ang chocolate ice cream ay ang ingredients niya, isang ingredient niya ay cocoa. Cocoa sa atin. Okay? May cocoa daw. Cocoa. So ano yun siya? That is a fact. Totoo yun. Na kapag chocolate ice cream, may cocoa yan. So that is objectively. So ano ba yung text sa taas? Is it presented objectively? May mga evidence ba dyan? Kung ilang mga puno ang naputol? Okay? So, may mga evidence ba dyan? Anong mga nangyari sa Pilipinas? Okay, may evidence ba dyan? So, is it presented objectively or subjectively? So, if your answer is objectively, why do you say so? Answer here. Paliwanag mo, bakit objectively? And if subjectively, answer. Okay? Defend your answer. Okay. Why do you say so? Still. Okay, number 5. What was the solution presented by the author? So after reading that, makikita nyo kung ano yung solusyon na ginawa ng author. Okay? So ano kayang solusyon doon sa problema? Ano kayang problema? Alright, now let's move on. Alright, so here's your second activity sheet. Exploring expository essay. Right? Instruction, read the text and plot the information in a problem solution graphic organizer. Okay, so below here we have graphic organizer. Okay, problem, solution. Okay, problem, solution, fishbone, diagram. All right, so when you say expository essay, what do you mean by that? Anong ibig sabihin pag sinabi natin when we say expository essay, it is a type of writing that explains, describes, or informs about a topic using facts, examples, and logical reasoning. So, iba siya sa ibang mga essay na based on your opinion only. Ito, based on facts, kung ano yung totoong nangyari, kung ano. Okay? Yung totoong information. That is expository. Okay? Essay. So, it does not include personal opinions or emotions. So the goal of the expository essay is to educate the reader about the subject clearly and objectively. All right, so the instruction again, read the text and plot the information in the solution graphic organizer. So, all right, in this activity sheet, you will learn on how to identify problems and their solutions in a text. So this will help you understand expository essays. So ganito ang expository essay, okay? Especially those that follow the problem solution structure. Okay, so ang structure, like for example in here, ang structure niya ay problem solution. So ang expository essay nito ay problem solution. Ibig sabihin, ito ay nagsisimula sa problem and ends with the solution. So what do you think is the problem here? Dito, sa paragraph na to, ano yung problema dyan? So please write down here. And then what do you think is the solution to that problem? So please write down here. Okay, I'll give you one example. Like for example, uh, a bee stings. Okay, so the problem is here is the bee stings are itchy and painful, diba? When you're stung by the bee, itchy siya, makate at masakit. So pag natusok kayo or yes, hindi kasi kinagat ng bee, 'di ba? Tinutusok. Okay? Halimbawa, you've been stung by the bee. Okay, what will you do? What do you think? So, ang problem doon, bee stings, okay, are itchy and painful. So, ano ang solution doon? Anong nakikita niyong solution doon pag, sige na, nakagat kayo ng bee? Okay, you can put vinegar on the sting to reduce pain and swelling. So that would be a solution. Yeah? You can apply vinegar or anything sour. Okay, o acidic. I mean, calamansi, lemon, whatever is available. So pag nakagat kayo ng bee, ng putakte, or whatever, kahit ants, lagyan nyo ng something maasim, vinegar. Okay, so that will be the solution. So please try to read. A sprain is a tear in the muscle. So ang sprain daw is a tear in the muscle. So ang tawag doon ay sprain. Okay? May punit sa muscle. Okay, sprain yun. Sprains happen when a muscle is twisted or overstretched. They can be painful. If you sprain a muscle, you should put in ice immediately. Putting ice on a sprain will reduce swelling and pain. It may help stop internal bleeding too. O yan. I've read that for you. So, but again, please read it again to find the problem. Ano ba talaga yung problema? And what do you think is the solution to the problem? And letter B, nobody wants to be stung by a bee. Bee stings are itchy and painful. But, okay, so in here, it says here, this will be our bonus point. So, I've given this to you as your example. So, but what if the bee stings you anyway? One thing that you can do is to put what thou? Put vinegar on it. So the acid in the vinegar may reduce the pain and swelling from the sting. So ganon. So ang solution niya, put vinegar. Ang problem niya, stung by a bee or by the bee. Okay. Now let's move on to the last activity. All right, so in here, evaluating expository essay again. So read the text about plastic pollution and highlight the signal words using a colored highlighter or pen. So ano gagawin dito? Yun lang, right? Sure, of course, you can use your dictionary if you don't understand some of the words. Okay, so in here, what will you do? Highlight the signal words. Ano ba yung mga signal words? Signal words na nagsisignal na yun ay problem. Yung mga words na nagsisignal na yun ay problema. And the words that signals, ano? Problem solution. Okay, yung mga solution na word signals. All you have to do is to highlight. I suggest, if you're not done doing it yet, please use different colors. So one color for problem signal and solution signal words. Different colors. So you have, please use two colors. Like for example, plastic pollution has become a global environmental crisis. Pag sinabi mong crisis, problema siya or solution? Okay. With devastating impacts, sabi mo devastating. Ano siya, problema siya or solution? Okay, so please um highlight those words. Okay, so that's only 3 paragraphs. All right, so that's all for your activity. Good luck, everyone.